Hello friends, welcome back to my new video lecture. In today's lecture, I will talk about a particular topic which is very significant from Indian subcontinent point of view. And whatever literature has been produced in this particular area, it is very enriching one, and this particular field has been the subject of research for thousands of researchers over the due course of time. But before I move on with the topic, my dear friends, it is my humble submission, humble request to you all that if you all like my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you receive the regular notification. As soon as I upload any YouTube video or any information, you get notified at the earliest. So please do subscribe to my YouTube channel and press the bell icon for regular notifications, as well as you can follow me on Insta, on my Facebook page, and you can follow me on Twitter. The details, as you can see, is there below. Please do, if you feel you should follow me, please do follow me if you want to. In my Facebook, in my Insta and my Twitter, the details are here. And I would like to thank you all, my dear friends, for the immense support that I am receiving from you all, from all over the world. The immense kind of support from all over the world that I am receiving is giving me that impetus to create more and more videos, because I really feel happy that my videos are providing some kind of help to all the budding scholars of English literature all around the world. And credit goes to you all that you all take out your valuable time and watch my videos. So ultimate credit goes to you all. Thank you very much for taking out your valuable time and watching my videos. Thank you very much. I wholeheartedly thank you all for that. And I promise that I will try to make some videos which will be of some help to you all in your respective topics. So my dear friends, today the video that I am preparing, today's my lecture is on partition literature. Now when we talk of partition literature, we have to talk of the event that happened. We all know that India gained independence on 15th of August 1947 after a very long struggle. But the independence that we gained, the independence that we achieved, that was achieved by paying a heavy price. We paid a heavy price for it. And what was the price? The Indian subcontinent was divided into two parts, India and Pakistan. And this particular division of the Indian subcontinent led to huge and widespread violence and massacre. There was huge amount of violence, there was huge amount of massacre all around. This is considered to be one of the momentous event in the history of India, that is the partition of India. Now it is very difficult to trace such any event of such magnitude and such far-reaching consequences which this particular event happened in the history of the world. Now if you talk about statistics, statistically more than 1 million people were killed and over 10 million people were displaced or dislocated. This was the magnanimity of the kind of price that we paid to achieve our freedom. However, we have a slight idea of the statistics, but however, the statistics fail to impart even a fraction of the enormity of the partition tragedy as a whole. These statistics completely fail because it does not give us the slightest of ideas as to how the women might have felt while they drowned themselves in the wells, or while they killed themselves, so that in order to avoid being abducted by men of the other community. My dear friends, it was the women who paid the heavy price for this partition. Over 75,000 women were either abducted, killed, raped, or their traces could not be found. These statistics also fail because it couldn't showcase the mere fact that it was not religion nor the politics, but the sheer feeling of insecurity which made most of the people choose either India or Pakistan. The historical narratives, on the other hand, they also fail because the historical narratives could not narrate the pangs of separation which one had on being separated from their near and dear ones. This division of the country, as I said, led to a brutal violence and displacement. And this particular cause of violence and the magnanimity of the violence and the displacement has been a topic of discussion and debate among scholars and writers ever since, which resulted in producing a vast body of literature. A vast body of literature on this particular topic has been produced because of this kind of suffering, this kind of brutal violence and displacement which happened, and the kind of literature that was written on the suffering and the violence that happened. Now, when we talk of this kind of literature that was produced, my dear friends, one thing that we have to keep in mind was the writers, most of them who were the sufferers of this particular black event or this particular condemnable event. These writings can be categorized into two categories. The categories of the scholars and the writers who wrote on partition literature, they basically primarily can be categorized into two categories. The first category of scholars and the writers, they mainly concentrated on the causes of violence. Their mainly concentration was what was the causes of violence in the literature that they wrote. And the other category, that is the second category of writers, they mainly dealt with the trauma and the loss that was associated with this partition of India. So these two categories, one concentrating on the cause of violence and the other concentrating on the trauma and the loss, are the two basic categories of writers who have written, be it poems, be it non-fiction, be it novels, in whatever form literature was produced. Now, if we see this plethora of literature, among all the genres that were written, be it poem, fiction, non-fiction, or any kind of writing, we find that the Indian English fiction deals with the partition politics at the greater length. And in this video, my dear friends, I will talk about some of the most celebrated works of the fiction which dealt with the theme of partition. These are some of the most important works on partition literature. Let us see what are those. Number one is Raja Rao's Kantapura 1938, followed by Khwaja Ahmad Abbas's Inqilab. That was followed by R.K. Narayan's Waiting for the Mahatma, and then Kamala Markande's Some Inner Fury. Now, as you can see, my dear friends, number 5, that is Khushwant Singh's Train to Pakistan. Khushwant Singh's Train to Pakistan can be considered as one of the classic novels if we talk about partition literature. So, Khushwant Singh's partition literature novel, The Train to Pakistan, we can say that partition literature and Train to Pakistan are synonymous, which was published, this particular novel was published in 1956, which was followed by Bal Chandra Rajan's The Dark Dancer. Then Atia Hussain wrote a very important work called Sunlight on a Broken Column, followed by Manohar Malgaonkar's Bend in the Ganges. Bhishma Sahani's Tamas is also a classic in partition literature, which was published in 1973, which was followed by Raj Gill's The Rape. Chaman Nahal in 1975 wrote a classic novel called Azadi, followed by H.S. Gill's Ashes and the Petals. This was followed by Salman Rushdie's Midnight's Children. Midnight's Children is very important because it has won many prizes also, and so it's very important from examination point of view too. This was followed by Bapsi Sidhwa's Ice Candy Man, which was published in 1988. As you can recall, especially my Indian audience, as you can recall, In Bollywood, this particular movie was made on Bapsi Sid was Ice Candy Man, called 1947 Earth, which starred Amir Khan and Nandita Das in the lead roles. This was followed by Amitabh Ghosh's The Shadow Lines, which was followed by Mukul Keswan's Looking Through the Glass, which was published in 1995, followed by Manju Kapoor's Difficult Daughters and Shauna Singh Baldwin's What the Body Remembers. These are, my dear friends, some of the 18 most important novels written on partition literature. Now, in the next lecture that I will talk about is, I will talk about these 18 novels. I'll try to give you a gist, an idea about these 18 novels, so that you have a slight idea about these novels. So this is the first lecture, my dear friends. I hope I was able to just start this lecture, give an introduction on partition literature, and also make you aware or give you an idea about the most important novels written in partition literature. In my next lecture, I will talk about these novels. And before signing off, my dear friends, I thank you all for sparing your valuable time, taking out your valuable time and watching this video. And with a hope that I was able to give you slight of idea about the partition literature. This is just the beginning lecture. This will be followed by few more lectures on partition literature. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you like my videos, and press the bell icon so that you receive the regular notifications. And as I said, you can follow me on Facebook. You can follow my Facebook page, my Instagram account, as well as you can follow me on Twitter. Thank you very much. May God bless you all. This is Dr. Shoykot Banerjee signing off for now. Thank you very much.